You have 30 minutes to hide a USB drive in your house. Your house will be then raided by police, detectives, and sub-FBI agents all searching for the USB. Where do you hide it so that it won't be found? I can only imagine that right now, somewhere in the world is a group of FBI agents raiding a house, sweating, and not being able to find a specific USB. Their boss is on their butts. Their last hope is to consult the all-knowing members of the Ask Reddit community. Whenever we can't figure something out, we have to turn to the human hive mind, the internet. That's just how it works. Hello everybody and welcome to Kalbus. My name is Lumo and today we are looking at r/SuspiciouslySpecific, a subreddit dedicated to people zeroing in way too close to a scenario that they themselves are experiencing. It's for people who phrase embarrassing questions with hey, or a friend. I love this kind of thing, so let's just get right in. Dementia is a game for 2 or more players. Nursing school doesn't prepare you for the number of elderly patients who will casually confess to decades-old murders. The 1950s were such interesting times when you could kill your grandfather and never have the body be found. Nowadays, we have too many forensics for that to happen. The evangelical girls in my class who weren't allowed to read Harry Potter because it had witchcraft now think they can cure measles with essential oils. Who's in potions class now, Graceland? Oh my god. Honestly, a lack of being able to expand your horizons literarily, or just in general, leads to stuff like this. That's why it's important to experience life, so you don't become an idiot falling for MLM schemes on Facebook. Tons of names in my phone like Kenny Landlord and Mac Electric or Pete Do Not Answer, and just realized how Anglo surnames have always what? There's a reason why there are so many Smiths. It's a common name because it was a common occupation, or at least a very necessary one. Much like how it's necessary that you subscribe to this channel, leave a like, a comment, and share with a friend. The algorithm called me a mean word, and now we need to get back to it by showing it how cool we are, and all of these engagement things help with that. You done it? Good. Let's keep going. Sex is cool, but have you ever made a joke at a dinner party that bombed and you felt bad? But then the host of the party pulled you aside later and said it wasn't your fault the joke bombed, it's just that Kate's brother died in a skiing accident, so skiing jokes are off-bound? That's not suspiciously specific, this is a direct recalling of events. Boss just banned overly specific nicknames. The whole office is staring at Rat Snitch Brian, the good time ruiner. That's not a nickname. That's not a nickname. That's just a title. If a woman asks you if you notice anything new, tell her, I do. Your beauty surprises me every day. Then continue thinking about velociraptors. Well, now I'm thinking about velociraptors. Thank you for the prompt. I don't think I would have done that today. And I was, honestly, I will admit, desperately under quota for velociraptor thoughts. I feel called out. Stuntman on TV. Now try this at home. Me, sitting on a couch eating a 5-pound bag of M&Ms. Okay. I mean, I get it. I get it. No, I do get it. I understand fully. However, some of the things do seem kind of fun, though. Post 9. Kids today are like, so what did y'all do before the internet? Did you just not know anything? And the answer is yes. You would ask your Aunt Marge a question, she'd give you the wrong answer, and you'd carry that misinformation for 20 years. But we weren't overstimulated and were ignorant about the world, so there was happiness. But happiness does not lie in ignorance, only pain at the end of the day. Knowing and suffering is the true path to happiness. MTV should do a show where they have a young woman read from three of the most charged messages from guys at her DMs in front of the 3 men's moms, and the moms have to guess which one was their son. A screenshot of the DM will be projected as well, so the moms can use their grammar as a clue. This needs to be universal. I don't think it needs to be locked down on the gender binary. I've received messages like that, and frankly, I think a couple of mothers could read those. And should. Why did elementary schools just occasionally bring in a dude with a big snake? Who was that man? What were his credentials? Oh, that was just Jonathan Snakes. His credentials is that his last name is Snakes, meaning that he tames snakes, and honestly, children are the most nutritious medium for large reptiles. Are you legally allowed to just stay in the roundabout indefinitely? Let's just say you enjoy turning left. Could you not just take any exits and stay in the roundabout till you need to fill up or charge the car? Could the cops pull you over? If so, what law could they pull you over for not leaving the loop? I mean, let's be real. By the time the police get involved, you'll have gone around so many times that you will just keep lapping them. They will never get ahead of you, thus you will win the race. That is so goofy. You gotta respect the longevity of Microsoft Word. Nothing about it works, and it's still the standard. Want to move an image? Go to heck. Edit a PDF? Edit your expectations. Ignore a spelling mistake? How about you suck my dick? That'll be $150. I don't think it is the standard anymore. Google Sheets, Google Docs, they exist. They're competition. OpenOffice, LibreOffice, these are all competition. The only reason why it's used is because it's bundled with Microsoft themes, which every suite seems to be using right now. Instagram, look at my new boyfriend. Twitter, I can't get a boyfriend. Reddit, my 21F boyfriend, 53M boyfriend forbids me from going into the basement and has a sock drawer full of missing women's driver's license. Am I the jerk for being uncomfortable? The wedding is in 3 hours. I am so enamored with the unhinged relationship posts on Reddit because I can never understand how it ever got this bad, but it must be like poor communication skills, which then makes sense because it's on Reddit. I went to a job interview for Waffle House, and one of the questions was, can you fight? Can you? Can you swing a panini press like a 4-pound set of brass knuckles? Can you throw a steel chair across the room? Can you catch a steel chair across the room? These are all relevant trained skills for any Waffle House employee. What is this post? Okay, Tom Holland is cute and all, but he constantly looks like he's hiding a frog in his mouth and is uncomfortably hopping around in there, but he can't open his mouth or the frog's gonna escape. That's the face of a man who's trying not to leak an entire movie script again, and it shows. People talk about how hard it is to make friends as an adult. All you have to do is ask someone what their favorite deep-sea creature is. Everyone has one, and they are desperately waiting to tell you about it. Yeah, no, this is real. Same with dinosaurs. Like, just engage people on their hobbies. We're just lucky that everyone has a SeaWorld hobby. But like the actual sea, like a world of the sea, not SeaWorld, the world's worst place. I hate to admit this, but our feelings on certain things really do change as we get older. 10 years ago, I would have preferred to get a new video game instead of an engagement ring, but now that I'm older, I prefer to get a domesticated raccoon instead of an engagement ring. Accurate and real, domesticated raccoons can do a lot, but what does a spouse do? Besides eat hot chip and lie. Pigs can look up, but I could pick a pig up one night and raise it to the sky and tilt the pig ever so gentle. I can make sure this pig's eyes line up with the stars. Imagine seeing the stars for the first time. I want to be treated that kindly and see the stars for the first time. Somebody had too many brownies while they were waiting for them to kick in. But at the same time, I would love that. Interesting. When I grow up, I want at least a dozen Roombas buzzing around my apartment 24 hours a day. Just a symphony of robotic chaos and cleanliness. They'd each have a name, and I'd dump a box of Cheerios on the floor for them twice a day for breakfast and dinner. What? Something about this is so uncomfortably unhinged. Like, this feels wrong somehow. Gen Z will never understand growing up with the parents who basically poured a gallon of milk into your body with a funnel every day because Big Milk told them that if we didn't drink enough milk, our bones would go soft and we turn into pudding people and get kidnapped at the mall. This is real. There was an entire, like, celebrity push of just got milk, and it was everywhere. I don't even think a single milk person, like, pushed that, like a single milk brand. It's so weird. Girls are intimidating, okay? Gen Z will drink one of the medium, a caramel latte, and not eat a single thing until 4 p.m., verbally abuse racists, crack a joke about their mental health, and pick up a tear gas canister with their bare hands, but get nervous when they have to make a call to a doctor's appointment. This is the same thing they were saying about millennials. This is just like, I know, it's weird. It's just the boldness of being young with the anxiety of a future uncertain. A lot of us millennials still have this. Everyone wants to talk about gaslighting. No one wants to talk about how cats domesticated themselves and modeled their meows off human baby cries to better manipulate our emotions. The fact that a cat can now walk into your house and be like, I live here now, and most people would just go buy food and litter for them and let them, is pretty impressive as an evolved trait. I've known like maybe one person who has done this, and even then they ended up taking the cat to the shelter. Except for my buddy who found a cat in a McDonald's dumpster and took it home and named it Cinder after Gwyn, the Lord of Cinder. So really, what am I saying? This is real. And that's all the time we have here today on Kalbus. If you like this, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, share this with a friend who could use a reminder that clean, blonde. If you want more r/suspiciously specific, there will be another one popping up on your screen in about 30 seconds. But until then, my name has been Lumo, and I hope to see you in the very next Kalbus video. Have a great rest of your day.